Good day, exiles escaping explosions! I'm Unsilent and we're on the air with more Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, the Sith Lords. Last time out, we caused that explosion we were jumping away from. Down in the mining tunnels, and you're not HK-40.
It is a pleasure to see you alive, Master, provided my receptors are not off focus. How may I be of assistance?
Okay, you're not HK-47. HK-47 is like brown or rust colored. Yeah, anyway, we caused an explosion in the mining tunnels last time out in our efforts to escape the mining tunnels here at the Peragus Mining Station. That is us. We are Hinmir Dawncrusher, the Jedi Exile. And, let's see, we've got some dialogue options as we get thrown into the dialogue tree straight away. How do you know me? I'm not your master. You know, that's just a much lengthier way of saying, I don't seem to remember ever owning a droid. You know, Obi-Wan Kenobi? It's like that, yeah. Tell me what you're doing here before I turn you into slag? Well, that's aggressive. What are you? Who are you? What are you? Why are you? What, have you seen a T3 unit? I'm looking for a way into the Peragus hangar bay. What's that body there? Well, he's dead, Jim. Never mind, I'll be going now. Alright, let's start at the top and work our way down. I don't seem to remember ever owning a droid.
Answer. I am a survivor of the Harbinger, just as you were, Master. With the unexpected termination of my previous master, you are the only organic which I may now serve.
By the way, Lucas's unnecessary dedication to fan service in especially episode 1, really, to an extent through the entire prequels, but especially episode 1, really kind of did hurt story continuity a little bit when building back to 4, 5, 6. I know it's supposed to be like poetry, it rhymes, but then not quite there. So who was your previous master?
Answer. The captain of the Harbinger, Master. I was in transit to Telos to facilitate communications and terminate hostilities. However, we did not arrive at our intended destination.
Okay. But that doesn't explain how I suddenly became your master after the captain of the Harbinger, though.
Irritated answer. Oh, Master, it is such a long, dull story, and not terribly relevant to our current situation.
Now, the game takes on average 30 hours to complete according to howlongtobeat.com, so I think we've got plenty of time.
Hesitant explanation. That has been the subject of considerable discussion since our arrival here, Master. Many have attempted to claim you and this unit as salvage. I was crudely interrogated concerning our brief history together on board the Harbinger, before its communications, weapons, and engines suffered the cascade failure that disabled the ship.
I'm sorry, they suffered a cascade failure of communications, then weapons, then engines. Well, that doesn't explain anything, actually. Because that's how does it suffer a catastrophic cascade failure? I feel like we're missing a step, HK.
Speculation. It is possible you were incapacitated and locked in the well-shielded cargo compartment as the Harbinger was being systematically crippled, Master.
There's so much incapacitated, locked, and how did I get from the Harbinger to here? Let's start at the top and work our way down?
Clarification. Yes, Master. No doubt the flurry of destruction on board the Harbinger somehow drugged you into a stupor from which you could not awaken. Most curious.
Most curious indeed. Let's see. Drugged or stupor? What do we want to focus on there?
Placation. Merely a turn of phrase, Master. The implication that your state was due to the result of ingesting large quantities of Juma juice was unintentional. I meant to communicate only that you were somehow rendered unconscious before you were locked securely in the cargo hold.
Yes, but how did I end up... Yes. Care to explain how I was locked in the cargo hold?
Clarification. By locked, I meant sealed, Master. My vocabulator seems to be malfunctioning.
Yeah, so 1 and 2 are the same question, so yeah.
Recitation. Following the unusual set of coincidences that led to the cascade failure in the Harbinger's systems, we were boarded by a small freighter with unknown ID codes. It appeared that this freighter had been attacked, and the captain wanted to study it. This freighter appeared to be still spaceworthy. Your cargo compartment was breached, and you were taken on board the freighter shortly before the Harbinger's systems began to go critical. I, too, managed to board the freighter before the Harbinger's destruction. We were most fortunate to have survived, Master.
Okay, there's a sequence of events. So, when he first started talking, it sounded like he said that the Harbinger started to go wrong, then we got the freighter on board, but then it sounded like the freighter came on board and everything started to fail. Or am I just, like, misinterpreting, or did I misunderstand what HK here was trying to say? But I guess we can just try and figure out. Let's see, any idea when they attacked it? What had attacked a small freighter? What was this freighter the Harbinger brought on board, and why would they take me aboard? There's some good questions there. But what is this freighter that the Harbinger brought on board? But they had no ID codes, did this freighter. So, let's start with what attacked the small freighter.
Evaluation. Master, I do not know. Judging from the damage, it had been attacked by a much larger vessel. And when it attempted to escape the Harbinger with you on board, it was fired on again. Addendum. It does seem odd that such a small vessel has a high probability of attracting the attention of much larger vessels. Not a welcome trait in a freighter, to be sure.
I get the distinct feeling, though, that we're going to be spending a lot of time on that freighter. But then again, I know another small freighter that attracted a lot of attention from bigger vessels. It's done okay for itself. It's made it through 5 movies.
Explanation. I believe it was a smuggler's vessel by the name of the Ebon Hawk. Speculation. As to its purpose, I do not know. Perhaps it was always its intention to play dead, then kidnap you off the Harbinger and rob me of my bounty.
Bounty? It's always nice when somebody writing the dialogue for a game, like, just knows exactly how you're going to react and puts it right there like that. Bounty. Exactly.
Clarification. By bounty, I refer to your life, Master. It would pain me to see you damaged in any way. That is why the arrival of this Ebon Hawk caused me considerable distress.
I could imagine. And the Ebon Hawk came here. Why did the Ebon Hawk came here? But why would that ship have taken me off the Harbinger? 3 is the more interesting question of the bunch.
Apology. My memory core cannot provide a clear answer on that point, Master. Suffice to say that once we arrived at this floating rock, our situation became much clearer.
Much deadlier.
Explanation. Despite my market value, Master, the miners were far more interested in you. It did not take long for me to ascertain the reason for this. While an HK protocol droid is a valuable piece of property, Jedi are worth much more in certain exclusive markets across the galaxy. Painful admission. I must confess to feelings of inferiority at the speculated difference between my value and the price for your capture. I was forced to remind myself it was not due to a failing of my model or function, but because you were a Jedi.
Ah, HK, it's not you, it's me. Oh. That's a great line. Let's see, how did they find out I was a Jedi? Why would someone want me captured? How did they find it? Actually, I already know. The droid blabbed about. So why would somebody want me captured?
Answer. I do not know, Master. I found it curious as well. Perhaps it was due to a spectacular failing of your model and function.
Okay, I guess we're back to how did they find out I was a Jedi?
Surprised answer. Why, I told them, Master. You are the exiled Jedi who served with Revan in the Mandalorian Wars, are you not? I hope all that has happened has not been the result of a miscommunication. If so, then the problem lies with the core word databases, which are notoriously spotty.
Now, Revan, if you've not played the KOTOR games, or if you're unfamiliar with KOTOR 1, Revan was the player character for that game. Revan was a Jedi who left the Order to fight in the Mandalorian Wars, and was excommunicated along with his apprentice and anyone who went to serve with Revan from the Jedi Order. And then they eventually turned to the dark side because of what they did, and, Star Wars, and eventually they became Sith and sought to destroy the Jedi, because that's what you do when you're Sith. This was, it came out, I think, just after Jedi Outcast, where it was really, there was a lot more gray in Kyle Katarn and Outcast than what you typically see from Star Wars. Star Wars is very black hat, white hat, and there is a lot less gray. And I think everybody was really excited about The Last Jedi when we were looking like, okay, there's going to be a lot. Luke wants the Jedi to end because we're going to go with a lot more gray. And in reality, they kind of went a different direction from that with that. But they went a different direction from a lot of fan theories. So, let's see. I don't want to go out and accuse him of lying, but let's go with one for now.
Answer. All that has happened has been because they believe you to be a Jedi, Master. They debated what to do with you as you lay unconscious in the medical bay. One group seemed intent on selling you as property. The other group opposed this.
Yes, I think we know what happened, but what happened?
3 standard hours after the division between the miners became apparent, accidents began to occur throughout the facility. A result of improper maintenance, I believe.
Of course.
The accidents coincided with the degradation of the mining droid behavioral cores. Crude models are prone to such failures, resulting in murderous rampages. The mortality rate of organics in the facility rose quickly.
I like that. The mining droids had behavioral core issues, so they became homicidal maniacs. It's just funny how that happens. That nobody would think, if we don't pay attention to the droids processing behavioral cores, that they're going to kill us all. You'd think that deaths would be a lot more frequent then.
Many miners began to join you in the medical bay as a cascade of flawlessly timed detonations occurred in isolated gas pockets in the lower levels of the facility. Explosions herded the miners into emergency sections of the station, quickly and efficiently cutting them off from communications and facility control. But sadly enough, not the ventilation systems.
There's that word cascade again. And flawlessly timed explosions that hurried them into a particular area, or particular areas of the station. I'm not comfortable with where this is going, and it's most likely going to end up with us taking a vibro sword through the neck of our HK unit here, assuming he is actually our HK unit here. So, yes. What do you mean, sadly enough, though?
You see, the explosions had damaged specific sections of this facility's ventilation systems, causing a slow, lethal buildup of toxic fumes in the dormitory level.
Oh, well. Let's see. I don't think he'll respond well to 2s, but are there any left alive? Well, obviously, probably not.
Answer. I do not know, Master. Ironically enough, any miner that fled to the dormitory level to protect themselves from the droids and the explosions would find themselves in a gas-filled death trap.
Well, that's... Alright, well, I need to get the hangar bane off this rock. I need to get in there and rescue them. Do I have to?
It is unlikely any miners remain alive. As I said, the dormitory has been cut off from the rest of the facility, as has the hangar bay. There is no escape.
Swell. There's gotta be a way to the dormitory.
Theory. You could walk across the surface of the asteroid to the dormitory airlock, but such a route would be extremely hazardous, and I do not wish to see you damaged.
Oh, I think we'll be fine. Jedi can survive in space. I've watched Rebels. You thought I was going to say something else, didn't you? Those miners could be hurt or in danger. I only want the codes the miners have. When I have those codes, I'll dispose of them and leave this rock. Honestly, I'm thinking too right now.
Warning, Master. Continued exploration of this facility may place you in unnecessary danger. I encourage you to return to the medical bay and wait for retrieval from a vessel that is no doubt on the way, even as we continue this pointless conversation.
Don't I get to make that determination if this is a pointless conversation or if I can do whatever the hell I'm going to do? Also, I don't know if anyone noticed, but in the bottom right, I unlocked the achievement starting down the dark path because, of course, like I just said, it's very black hat, white hat.
Weary resignation. Very well, Master, but there is very little that I can do. You see, the airlock is sealed by a code.
And what is this code?
Correction. Oh, I already possess the code, Master, but I am afraid that it will do you no good.
And why is that?
Condescending explanation. Master, the console governing the droid maintenance area and the airlock is voice-printed musing. In the last days of his life, the maintenance officer was quite careful about voice protocols, bordering on paranoid obsession. Conjecture. I suspect once he realized something was wrong in the facility, he voice-locked the droid bay functions. A prudent measure, but in the end, he met the same fate as the rest of the organics.
Let's see. So, voice printed, you said you already have the code. I feel as though those would get us to the same spot, but let's start at the top and work our way down yet again.
Explanation. Yes, Master. Many consoles have voice recognition sensors built into their systems so that only selected individuals can unlock them.
And, yes, you said you already have the code.
Condescending explanation. Oh, yes, Master. The code is Maintenance Control Voice Print ID R1B5. But unless the maintenance officer speaks the code, it is useless.
Okay, so do I just, stuff my hand up his posterior and just manipulate him like a puppet until he kind of clacks out maintenance control voice print ID RBB or 1B5? So how do I, so if he's dead, how do I get him to speak the code?
Answer, Master, you cannot. You are trapped here just as I am. There is nothing to do, except patiently wait for whatever the future has in store for us.
Swell. Let's keep asking questions to our HK friend.
Of course, Master. How may I be of assistance?
Let's see. Tell me about voice print. How do you know me again? What are you? What are you? I know you're an HK droid, but what are you? Who are you? Who are you?
Proud answer. I am an HK series protocol droid master, skilled in transorganic relations and communications. This model has been responsible for the facilitation of communications and termination of hostilities across the galaxy. I am fluent in over 6,000 forms of communication, and am also capable of nuances of expression ranging from irony to veiled threats.
I get that reference. 6,000 forms of communication? Or fluent? And I'm fluent in over 6,000 forms of communication. I see what you did there, Obsidian. Alright, so let's see. What's the translation droid doing on Peragus? Veiled threats. Veiled threats! I'd like to know more about that.
Clarification. Oh, yes, Master. Sometimes the facilitation of communications and termination of hostilities requires the use of every weapon in one's verbal arsenal. The unspoken threat of violence to a listener's loved ones, or if possible, their entire planet can effectively break the deadlock in the most stubborn of negotiations.
Their entire planet? Dantooine is far too remote a planet for an effective demonstration. But don't worry, we will deal with your rebel friends soon enough. Right? Am I right?
Of course, Master.
Alright, so, have you seen a T3 unit?
Hesitant answer. A T3 utility droid would be a common sight in this facility. It is indeed curious that I have not seen many since my arrival. However, I feel I must inform you that, droid prejudice aside, T3 models exhibit excessive individualism when not routinely memory wiped. This individualism can become such a nuisance that even a droid such as myself is tempted to reduce them to their base components, if not crush them into slag. But enough of my seemingly irrelevant tangent. Where did you leave the droid, Master? That would logically be the best place to look.
It's always the last place you look. But that is a seemingly irrelevant tangent. But I think you could say that about all astromechs, having very interesting personalities if you leave them too long without a memory wipe. I mean, granted, R2-D2, BB-8, Chopper, if you watch Rebels, all characters that have very distinct personalities. And very entertaining personalities. They're characters in their own rights, despite being droids.
Answer. Then that would explain why such a T3 unit isn't here, Master. I believe my photoreceptors are functioning adequately enough to verify that.
Yeah, okay, you got that one off me, HK. I'll give you that.
Of course, Master. How may I be of assistance?
I'm doing a very bad job using the keyboard. I keep pushing the shift button instead of the enter button. I'm not paying that much attention. So let's see. How can I get into the hangar bay? What's the body there? Let's start. Do 5, then 6.
Recitation. You need to open the airlock and use the construction scaffolding on the exterior of the asteroid to make your way to the dormitory section. Of course, for that, you would need to unlock the maintenance console, and without the maintenance officer to speak the voice print protocol, that is impossible.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess the last question was, what's that body there? Then I know what the body there is. It's our friendly neighborhood maintenance officer, who is very, very dead. And, of course, he's a ginger, which means he has no soul. So he's never going to turn into a Force ghost. So, yeah, that's handy.
Answer. That is all that remains of the maintenance officer, Master. At the end, he was quite incoherent from the pain, and attempts to facilitate communications with him proved useless. I heard his dying screams as the droids he tended turned on him, mining him like a piece of asteroid rock.
He looks pretty good for having been mined like a piece of asteroid rock. Now, we pointed out in previous episodes, there are a lot of people who look like they're in really rough shape. Like they have been mined like they were asteroid rock, but not this fella here.
Recitation. Oh yes, Master. The record of his last moments were...
5 droids, burning through the outer door. They're forcing their way into the bay. Please, someone there! Oh no, they're through! Oh, my leg! They're burning through my leg! Oh, stop, please!
Addendum. His remaining attempts at communication are variations in Decibel Master, ranging from frenzied screams to gibbering inarticulate attempts to beg for his life.
I shouldn't laugh at that, but there's something funny about gibbering inarticulate attempts to beg for his life. Especially done the way HK says. So, if you could play back his voice, can't you speak the voice code? Actually, that's a good point. It's like he can just play back his voice. If he knows what the code is, he must have heard the guy say it.
Objection. Master, to commit such an act would be in violation of the ethics programming most droids are believed to possess. I am afraid there is nothing that can be done.
Oh, yeah, believed to possess?
Irritated statement. Master, if you insist on echoing everything I say, this already tedious conversation is in danger of becoming even longer. Clarification. But yes, most droids are believed to possess ethics programming. Such programming would prevent me from using my incredible talents to break a voice print code.
Yes, I think... So we were going to try and trick him into saying it, but how do we get him near the console, then?
Proud answer. Master, I believe my vocabulator is working adequately enough to accommodate your request. A recitation. Maintenance control voice print ID R1B5. There. Was that sufficient, Master?
Let's see. Can you follow me and say that again? Yes, pretty please, HK.
Alarmed objection. Oh, Master, no. I might inadvertently speak such a command near a console and accidentally unlock something I shouldn't. I was merely speaking such to prove to you that I could. It is a trait I'm quite proud of.
Looks like I'll need to find a way to carry your voice there or record it. And I don't think I want him to hear that. I should go. We gained light side points and dark side points and leveled up. Well, isn't that great? Oh, hang on. We're somehow ended up all the way over here and spinning it out of control. So that's our friendly neighborhood. Oh, okay. So I need to find a way to record our HK droid saying the ID code. Now, I'm not hitting the level up yet, because if memory serves, I can use... Oops, I missed. Oh, well, couldn't have been that important. I can use the level up to heal myself, if memory serves, if I get into a spot of trouble. Now, let's see. With the protocol droid's help, I've finished work on these sonic imprint sensors. I've installed them in the mining droids, but I'm locking up the original here to prevent the other miners from using its ability to record and play back voices to override the droid's voice print protocols. I see.
Greeting. It is a pleasure to see you intact, Master.
Hold that thought, HK. I thought I heard the sound... Oh, maybe it was just that. I was coming through here. I swear I heard a mining droid or something.
Greeting. It is a
yeah, I heard that. You said that twice already. No, I don't want him to play back the the maintenance officer's last words. I need him to...
Recitation. Oh, yes, Master.
I guess we're going to do this again. Anyone want to hear him die?
5 droids, burning through the outer door. They're forcing their way into the bay. Please, someone that... Oh no, they're through! Oh, my leg! They're burning through my leg! Oh, stop! Stop, please!
Addendum. His remaining attempts at communication are variations in decibel, Master.
Ranging from frenzied screams to gibbering, inarticulate attempts to beg for his life. Yes, how can I, Yes, let's, do that again with the, try and get him to do voice code.
Objection. Master, to commit such an act would be in violation of the ethics programming most droids are believed to possess. I am afraid there is nothing that can be done.
Now, let's see. We got him to do it this way. Can we? What if we try that? I understand if your limited functionality prevents you from mimicking the maintenance officer's voice accurately.
Irritated objection. Master, there is nothing wrong with my communications functionality. I will prove it. A recitation. Maintenance control voice print ID R1B5. There. Was that sufficient, Master?
Absolutely.
Confused query. I am sorry, Master. Were you speaking to yourself?
Yeah, no, I'm good. I should go. I should go. So we get hung up on the invisible wall that is the door. Since we've explored everything here, and we'll... Oh, good. Oh, double good. Alright. Well. Let's, Did we actually hit this stupid thing? Okay, there we go. Now, let's get this droid. Can we hit something? There we go. Oh, somebody dropped some poison gas. And somebody's just lobbing poison gas grenades at us. Presumably, the excavator... Ah, nice try, maintenance droid. He almost had us there. We're actually doing in okay shape here. Because we're just taking on this droid. Can I force push it? Will that do any damage? Yeah, that'll do it. Now let's take out the last droid. Ah, shit. That's bad. I mean, that's not even just a little bad. That is, like, catastrophic bad. Alright. Hang on. Minor sonic detonator, ion grenade, sonic grenade. Lob a sonic grenade. Ha! That was awesome. That was great. We got that son of a bitch. So, got another minor sonic detonator for all the good that'll do. No security. Damaged door. And there's some remains back there that we can pick up as well. Another minor sonic detonator. What's the containment field get me? Nothing. Nothing. That's how we're cut off. Cut out from inside this, it's a nice looking area, you gotta admit. It's actually built inside of a mine. Or an asteroid, I should say. Oh, there's another excavator droid we gotta deal with. We're healing up, so I'm not in, like, too... We can take down the maintenance droid. We can take down the maintenance droid. There, that got him. This explosion took out the. Oh, we're in a close spot. Nope, we're fine. No, nobody panic. We've got a turbo lift here, which takes us back to the administration level. So we don't want to go back there. We've got another door to the maintenance station. Oh, and a plasteel cylinder. Let's unlock that. What did we win? We win a whole bunch of crap. So, maintenance station, thank you. You can enter the voice print code, that would help.
Maintenance control, voice print ID, R1B5.
Happy beeps? Happy beeps? Happy beeps. Open the airlock, door to the airlock, maintenance override, blah, blah, blah. So I think the airlock is where we are going to end this episode. We have to get to the airlock first. Access maintenance logs. Just a couple maintenance logs. Alright, well, why don't we start at the top and work our way down?
Finish the sonic imprint sensor prototype for the mining droids. Everyone knows they need an upgrade. The sensor should allow me to issue voice commands to them rather than manually adjusting their routine each time the mining specifications change. I've been keeping the sensor in the maintenance workshop for the time being. I wanted to test it first by recording and playing back some simple voice commands.
I guess we could try this one. I was hoping to find out how well that worked, but oh yeah, no, it does give us an update there at 14. Let's go there in order, though.
Finish my examination of the droids from the Ebonhawk freighter. The T3 unit looked like it had shut itself down. The protocol droid, however, made up for it. It talked my ear off for most of the hour, asking questions about the facility, the personnel, and so on. Still, it wanted to make itself useful, so I put it to work until its master wakes up from the med bay. It seems to have some skills in speaking to droid behavior cores, so... There's been some trouble with some of the mining droids, so I'm signing off.
It has skill speaking to droid behavior cores, and that's what went wrong first.
Been speaking to the protocol droid about the Jedi in medbay. I thought they'd all gone away or been killed in the Jedi Civil War. The droid told me that his master's the only Jedi he knows of in all the galaxy, and that the Jedi had served in the Mandalorian Wars almost 10 years ago. That would have meant that the Jedi served under Revan for a time. Maybe the Jedi knows what happened to Revan after the end of the Jedi Civil War.
Not off the top of my head, no. I mean, I know in lore what happened to Revan. Like, what little I know about Revan after this, or after KOTOR 1, is that canonically it was the light side ending because, of course, canonically, Revan saved the Jedi, shacked up with Bastila for a bit, and then went into the unknown regions to search for a greater threat to the galaxy. Now, anyone familiar with Legends, Star Wars Legends, would immediately think that probably has something to do with the Yuuzhan Vong. I could be wrong. I'm not very familiar with the Vong because it's, it was like, a 12, 18 book series, and I've not read any of them. But I'm familiar with the Yuuzhan Vong because that was such a big part of the expanded universe in like the late 90s or early 2000s. But I digress, and let's move on to the exchange bounty. I think that was the next one that's up for us.
Been too busy to enter a log for a while. There's been more and more accidents since that Jedi arrived. The miners are starting to get restless, especially Korta. Korta said the exchange is offering a huge bounty on Jedi Knights and that we can make a fortune if we sell the Jedi to Nar Shaddaa. Security shut down that idea pretty quick. But I don't think Korta and his men are going to give up that easy. I mentioned the trouble to the Jedi's protocol droid. He seemed concerned about his master's safety. I told the droid not to worry. The Korta wouldn't...
Well, Nar Shaddaa has been a big part of the Star Wars Expanded Universe since the Dark Empire comic in 91, if memory serves.
With the protocol droid's help, I made some upgrades to the sonic imprint sensor, using some of the droid's vocabulator subroutines. In addition to its ability to store and record voices, it now has the droid's full array of alien languages, including Basic. Should prove useful as a portable translator. I tried to make sure the protocol unit got some credit for helping fashion it, but the droid refused, saying the work was reward enough. I was thinking of installing the prototype in one of the mining droids as a test, and see what happens.
For my many years working for big corporate, any chance you get to take credit for something good, take it. Because there's always somebody else that's willing to take credit for your hard work and leave you high and dry.
When the dock officer reported the droids repairing the Ebonhawk, I installed a voice print ID on the droid console system. Someone ordered them to repair that freighter, but I can't find a trace of the order anywhere. If anyone tries that again, they won't be able to do it from this terminal unless I let them. The voice print should cut any user off from the central functions unless I give the code.
Right, so... I was wondering, it doesn't really seem to tie back to why we need the sonic sensor for that, but...
The maintenance check on the droids didn't help. If anything, the accidents have increased. Security interrogated me about the droids and they weren't too happy with my answers. I don't understand it, though. These aren't combat models. They shouldn't even know how to attack. I can't help but think, what if somebody staged the initial trouble with the mining droids just to get them all sent to maintenance, and then did something to them? I think security's right. Someone's trying to sabotage this facility and they're using the droids to do it. But why?
Well, if everything starts going wrong after the Jedi shows up and Korta's asking about the bounty, put it all together, brother. Let's see, alright, emergency subroutines. Check the exits from the fuel depot. Containment field. Let's see, there's a breach in the fuel lines detected. Access to hangar bay detected, or denied. Systems registering a blast in one of the main fuel lines. The containment field's been activated to keep the explosion isolated within the hangar bay and fuel lines. Awareness. That would imply that the fuel lines connect directly to the hangar bay. If you could get access to the fuel lines, you could bypass the containment field entirely. That's a fair point. How about other exits from the fuel depot? Or check fuel lines? Although the fuel lines are currently sealed because no ships are docked within the facility, they would open automatically if ship did arrive. Well, HK seems to think one's coming, so... Turbo lift to admin level. Yeah, we know that one works. To the mining tunnels. Yes, well, yeah, because we exploded the mining tunnels, that's not going to happen. And check the airlock. And there's some maintenance droids that are going to be blocking our path to there. So check the comm system. Damaged and operative. Alright, well, let's take a look. Let's see, signal unit destroyed. Comm system from fuel depot inoperative. Great, so we can't even get a hold of Atten. Alright, back. And cameras. Containment field. There's no way to shut it down. Maintenance level. That's where we were with T3 in, was it the last episode, I think? No, 2 episodes ago, I think. One of the last 2 episodes when we were with T3. Fuel line sensors and... Wait, what? There's our T3 droid. Fuel line deposits and fuel into no ships and docked at the Peragus facility. It's sealed. There appears to be a damaged T3 unit dumped into the fuel line. It may be your missing T3 unit. There's also some sort of metal case next to the T3 unit, but you can't make it out. May have been deliberately dumped down there. Now, there was definitely a mine there, but I've never seen that camera already. All right. Interesting. Let's see. Let's go back and check these doors here. Should we bash it? Okay. How about we don't bash it? Can we blow it up? Skill too low. All right. Can we switch this out very quickly for a plasma torch, and we can use that to bash it open. There we go. See, and now we can switch it back to the the vibro cutter, just like that. Vibro cutter. There we go. Just like that. So it's just one big... Try it again. It's done by D20 roll, so if at first you don't succeed, try again. Okay, so I guess there's nothing in this room? Okay, well, I mean, whatever works for you. And we can open this door, and... Oh, it's a floating mine, not a maintenance droid. Alright, well, I don't want to get too close with it then. So we'll switch... Oh, it's already switched over to the thingamajig, to the gun. We can rapid shot, sniper shot, attack, or power blast. Sniper shot, please. I didn't even have to raise my gun for that. Alright. We'll snipe that one. And we'll snipe that one. There. That wasn't so bad. Oh, there's another one. Oh, crap. Nope, run. Run. Get some distance. But don't look like you're trying to get some distance. There, just like that. I don't know. Shoot casual. Inner airlock door. Those don't open? No. Alright. You will need... in order to exit the airlock, you will need the spacesuit stored in the locker in this room. It should equip automatically when you select the outer airlock. I'm guessing outer airlock door, so it'll equip automatically once we get that, but we'll get the spacesuit. It'll equip automatically. I guess before the episode is up, who wants me to push the level up? I do. Alright, let's push level up. Attributes. What do you recommend I attribute into? Dexterity. Yeah, I'm not going to argue that one. That seems fair. And skills. What are you going to skill into? Okay, so computer use, stealth, and persuade. I'll give you one stealth, one of those, and let's see, what else do I want to put in? One security, one treat injury. Yeah, one security's fine. Put it in there. I'm not gonna need all that stealth. Powers. What do you recommend? Actually, I was gonna say I already know you're gonna recommend stun droid, and I'm not going for stun droid. It's a light side power, really? Interesting. Now, what do I want to go with here? The Force Aura, Valor, energy resistance could be helpful. It absorbs damage, especially from a blaster. Force Body, I don't like. Affect Mind. Affect Mind might not be too bad, but we haven't run into anyone. Like, it can only work on people, and we haven't run into any people yet. So I'm not sure the benefit of that. Stun droid. Wound. 2/3 of the attacking character's level in damage every 2 seconds for a duration of 6 seconds. So it'd be like 3 over 6 seconds. Or unless it starts, it's 0, 2, 4, 6. So if I'm at level 4 and 2/3 is rounds up to 3 points, so it'd be 12. That'd be handy. That'd be handy. What else have we got? We were on. I don't see wound, right? That one. Slow. How is slow? Oh, because it lowers your defense and stuff. Slow, fear. Oh, shock. We could do shock. Too late to remove power. They already have. Throw a saber. There's no point. We don't have a lightsaber. Drain force, force screen, blah, blah, blah. Mind trick, which is different from effect mind, which opens up dialogue options. But I want to get the shock out of lightning. Force lightning. Let's go. I know force lightning's technically that one. I can't wait until we go full unlimited power on this. But for now, we will just do a little force shockaroo. There. Then we just need 1,215 more experience in order to get us to level 5 as a Jedi Sentinel. But I think that will probably not happen until the next episode. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, The Sith Lords. So hopefully the last half of the episode that wasn't just talking to HK whatever, because you're not HK 47, made up for the first half, which was just talking to HK not 47. So until the next time, I'm Unsilent. Thanks very much for joining me. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you're new. Share on social media. Follow on social media. The social media handle is Unsilent on Air, and is for Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Tumblr. Don't forget you can check out more on KOTOR 2 in the playlist. It's on the screen in the description down below, and more videos anytime on the channel page. And until the next time, I'm Unsilent. Thanks very much for joining me. Like, share, subscribe, and we will see you next time.